watching Let's Chat.
Glitter like gold, play out on a screen where the story ends. But we can just play it.
On the way tonight at the Barking Legs Theater over on Dodge Avenue, that gentleman you saw performing just now. We get to spend a few minutes in advance of the show with Daniel Champagne. Daniel, good morning. It is great to see you, and we're looking forward to seeing you tonight.
Good day to you. It's good to be in town, and thank you for having me.
How would you classify your music?
Well, I'm playing all my own music, so I'm writing the songs, singing them, playing them on guitar. I guess it's a combination of sort of folk blues, acoustic singer-songwriter stuff.
Yeah, and this is, I've seen some other video work of your performances. You are truly immersed when you were on stage behind the microphone holding the guitar. It's all about you and the music, and that's about it, correct?
I love doing it. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing music since I was a very little kid. My dad's a guitar player, so I've been doing it all my life, and these days I get to go around the world and play most nights for different people.
And you have been playing since you were 5 years old, and folks, get this, he was songwriting, which is a lot more complicated than most of us think, when you were 12 years old.
I was trying to, at least. I can't attest to the quality of those songs, but yes.
You mentioned a moment ago that you have traveled all over the world. I'm going out on a limb here, Daniel, but with an accent like yours, I'm thinking, as we say in the Deep South, you ain't from around here, are you? Tell me where you live now.
Well, I'm from the south coast of New South Wales in Australia, so it's about halfway between Sydney and Melbourne on the east coast.
Wow.
On this tour, I've been in America for about 2 months, and this is actually the last week of the tour.
What's been your favorite city on the tour so far?
Well, the joke is that musicians like where they do the best, right? So I'd have to go back through all the numbers, but I like the Northwest, I like the Midwest. We were in Asheville the other night. That was really beautiful.
Yeah, Nashville. I'm sorry, Asheville is a pretty cool city. And I think Chattanooga will get bumped way up your list when all is said and done. You've gotten 5 studio albums, and you tour, the word that I'm being told is relentlessly, 300 shows a year. And you're doing stage work, sharing the stage, if you will, with Tommy Emmanuel, NXS, John Butler, Lucinda Williams, who is one of my favorites, Judy Collins, and the list goes on. Is there any one of those particular performers that really stands out in your mind and you think, wow, I'd like to do another show with him or her or them?
I think they all do in different ways. And it's funny because some of them were real heroes and some of them were acts that I didn't know a lot about. So I was coming at them from different angles, but they were all great experiences and just cool to be backstage and behind the scenes and see how different artists work.
And they all work differently. I mean, the core mission, I guess, is the same, but each and every performance artist certainly works differently. Those are the folks that you have toured with and you have done some stage work with. Is there any collaboration in your mind that you would really love, and I mean love, to take on?
I think I'd like to in the future, but it's not something I think about a lot. Like most of my music is pretty solitary. I've always just played myself and sung myself and been on stage myself. So that's still kind of, I feel I'm still sort of working at getting that sort of to where I want it to be. And I think down the road, there's a lot of friends and great artists that I'd love to collaborate with in some way.
All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and you got 15 seconds to pick out that one artist. Who would that be?
Jeff Lang, I would say. He's an Australian guitar player that I grew up really loving, and he's someone that we've talked about it before, so it might happen.
In looking at some of your other videos, I noticed that you've got some really cool, and that doesn't even begin to touch it, but some really cool guitars. Do you exclusively or primarily play Cole Clark guitars?
Yeah, on stage. That I just tour with the one guitar. Actually, it's this one I have here. So yeah, I just play Cole Clark guitars on stage.
Only a few seconds left here to spend with you this morning. Why Cole Clark?
The pickup system allows me to do all the percussive stuff that I like doing and bring it through the speakers for people to hear properly. And I've played them forever.
It's going to be an incredible show. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Daniel Champagne, I know you are running out of time. You've got to get some much needed rest, and we've got to get to a quick commercial break. But if you want to see this gentleman and his music in a very intimate setting, which is one of the really cool places in town to see such a show, it's at the Barking Legs Theater over on Dodge Avenue. You can find out more, get your tickets, and more at DanielChampagneMusic.com. That's DanielChampagneMusic.com.